Shalom, praise the Lord, gloria a Dios. As you know, I always come up with something new. So today we're going to talk about a lot of things, but on the same time, I like to let you all know, please subscribe, please put thumbs up, write me a comment, and watch my all the video to understand who I am, what I am, why am I telling you that I am your Moshiach, I am the Son of Man, I am the Son of God, I am the Son of King David, I am the Daniel, I am the branch, I am the Ancient One, and many more. That title has been given to me from my father, especially Shiloh. So today, first of all, this video goes to all those rabbis that they've been preaching and teaching to their students, and also to the Christian pastors or the Messianic church. They all need to understand that God always had A plan and B plan, and the A plan is that He came for His own. And He's again going to send His Son to save His people, save His chosen one. Now, Son of Man is not the Isreal. Son of Man is the one come in the cloud of heaven. Now, we're going to talk about that also. But let me read today why God has been rebuking you in Proverbs. We're going to read Proverbs 2:25 to all the way to make you understand why God is not happy. So let's read about Proverbs 125. Since you ignore all my advice and would not accept my rebuke, I in turn will laugh at your disaster. I will mock when calamity overtake you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when distress and trouble overwhelm you, then they will call to me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but will not find me, since they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. Since they would not accept my advice and spurn my rebuke, they will eat the fruit of their ways and be filled with the fruit of their schemes. For the waywardness of the simple will kill them, and the complaints of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will live in safety and be at ease without fear of harm. So, this one I read because I just want to tell you that it's been almost going to be 3.5 years that I've been telling you, and I have opened everything for you. I have opened one after one revelations to make you understand that I am your Moshiach. Until you don't accept me, all those things gonna keep on continue happening. And it's happening. You know that it's happening. And I told you that your fathers and grandfather probably weren't able to see the Moshiach because of only reason that you all still don't listen to the one God has sent to you. Moses said in Deuteronomy 24 that God will raise the prophet like him among you, and you should listen to him. In fact, he was telling you that God will send you in the end time men like me. He is the one, is the Son of Man. He is the one what the God promised Jacob in 49:10, the Shiloh. Shiloh will come unto gathering of all the people. So do the Balaam, the one who prophesied that Shiloh will come, the man that he sees someone in the end time. That's who I am. Or you can say the God promised King David that one day from his own loin, from his own blood and flesh, he will bring someone. The Spirit of the Lord will upon him, like what it says in Isaiah, Zechariah, Jeremiah. And he will have the wisdom and the knowledge of God. The God's Spirit will be raised upon him, which is the Spirit of King David will be raised upon him, because God have promised that one of his own from his own loin, in his line, tribe of Judah, he will pour Spirit upon him, and he is the one to come back. Now, so Son of Man in Daniel chapter, Son of Man in a Daniel chapter is Daniel himself. Daniel himself, because God promised Daniel to come back. If you read Daniel chapter 12:13, this is what he was asking God. He was asking God that you are showing me all these things, but you're not telling me when. But God indirectly told him, this one will be in the end time. And also God told him, as for you, go your way until the end. You will rest. At the end of the days, what is end of the days? Before the end. Before the end of days, you will rise again to receive your inheritance. What is his inheritance? His inheritance is exactly what God talked about in 2 Samuel 7:13. And also the same thing in Daniel chapter 7:13, that God will bring him back, and he is the one will receive his inheritance. So the Son of Man is a Daniel himself. Because why am I telling you is a Daniel himself? Because that time Daniel saw the vision, the 7:13. Remember, Daniel saw the vision. As my vision continued that night, I saw someone look like man coming with the cloud of heaven. He approached the Ancient of Days, and he led him into his presence. Now he saw that vision that time in the past. But then the same vision, now listen to me. He saw the vision, but the Son of Man wasn't rested upon him, or Son of Man didn't took him into his presence. In my case, the Son of Man came in the cloud, and then he rests upon me. So vision he saw, the same vision I saw, but in my case, he rests upon me. He lead me into his presence. That's who I am. The Son of Man is the Daniel himself, because Daniel is the one saw that vision. He didn't know that he is the one who was standing in the end time, because God had promised in chapter 12:13 that he will bring him back. I hope you understand where am I going. I mean, this is your pastors or rabbis cannot teach you. Okay, they cannot teach you. They try to figure it out. Now, I gave you 2-3 revelations about the Daniel. I did told you in the past, A plan and the B plan. No matter what happened, God have a plan to save the Jewish people. And how he's going to do it, only he knew. And the Son. And he revealed to the Son, which is me, God have revealed me, that God had a plan. He knew that my people are very stubborn and they're going to have a hard time to understand because they ignores the knowledge and the wisdom, like it's in the proverb. So God knew it. So God had a plan. He knows exactly what he was doing. And the plan was that he would bring son of King David. Because remember, Jesus didn't say, I am the son of King David. He never said that. He said, in fact, that I am the source of King David and his hair. I mean, that makes him somebody else. But God had a plan. God had a plan. So God did to Daniel, whatever you see, the Son of Man came in the cloud and rest upon him. He is the one you are looking for. Nobody else. If anybody tell you, and even if they copy right now, because I said that one, they still won't understand. They won't able to figure it out. Wait a minute. This thing, whatever he said, first of all, didn't happen to me, but if I said it happened to me, but the word would not come from his mouth, because whatever the word comes out from my mouth, it's his word, not my word. He's the one talking to you. He's the one telling you to turn, to repent, and come back to me. Believe me. Listen to his Son. If you honor me, you are honoring my Father. You need to understand that God have sent me to you. You know how many times God said that you will see me. He talks in the Word. Beginning was the Word. Word was with God. Word was God. Word become a flesh and dwell within us. Is exactly same thing. If I read to you Joel, and if I read to you Zechariah, you will understand how God, he start telling us through the prophet, and prophet is the wrote it down by inspired by God. Prophet write it down everything, and the way they wrote it down is like God is the one speaking, and then suddenly God is telling that you will see, I will be there. Like the word become a flesh. Let's read a Joel. Joel chapter 2:25, and then we're going to read Joel chapter 3:17, and then we're going to read Zechariah chapter 2, that I will prove it to you that Moshiach has to be in Israel to build his house. Because David Spirit has to be there to build his house, because God had promised King David that one day you will build me a house and I will build you a house. So they both God have promised each other, like he will build his house and he will build his house. Let's read Joel chapter 2:25. Let's see, 2:25. Okay, 2:25. I will repay you for years the locusts have eaten, the great locust and the young locust, the other locust and the locust swarm. My great army that I send among you, you will have plenty to eat until you are full, and you will praise the name of the Lord your God, who has worked wonders for you. Now listen what he says. Never again will my people be shamed. Then you will know that I am in Israel. I am in Israel. What he's talking about? He said he will be in Israel. Now, if the God is a spirit, remember I told you, if the God is a spirit, then you cannot see the God. You cannot see the spirit. But over here he said, he will be in Israel. not in spirit. He's talking about in flesh. Now look what he said. That I am the Lord your God, and that there is no other. Never again will my people be shamed. And afterward I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your old men will dream, your young men will see visions, even on my servant. Both man and woman, I will pour out my spirit on those days. I will show wonders in heavens and on the earth, blood and fire and billow of smoke. The sun will be turned to darkness and the moon on to blood before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And everyone who call on the name of the Lord will be saved. For on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there will be deliverance, as the Lord has said, among the survivor whom the Lord called. He will be in Jerusalem. He will be in the midst of you. He will pour the Spirit upon you when He will be there. He will be in the flesh. Means, again, He will use the flesh of Son of Man. He will be in the presence, and He is the one that built the house. Now let's read the Joel chapter 3, 17, and it says, Then you will know that I, the Lord your God, dwell in Zion, my holy hill. Jerusalem will be holy, never again will foreigner invade her. God's presence will be there in the flesh. You all will see. That's what he is talking about in Joel chapter. In Zechariah chapter 2, also he said the same thing, that you will see me. Let me read the Zechariah chapter 2 over here. Come, O Zion, escape, you who live in the daughter of Babylon. For this is what the Lord Almighty says. After He has honored me, and has sent me against the nations that have plundered you. For whoever touches you touches the apple of His eyes. I will surely raise my hand against them, so that their slaves will plunder them. Then you will know that the Lord Almighty has sent me. You see, again, the Lord Almighty sent me. Whom He is talking about? He's not talking about, first he says the Lord, and then he says the Lord has sent. Sent who? Somebody, the Son of Man, the Shiloh, the Moshiach, the Messiah, the branch, the Daniel, the Ancient of Days, the Daniel from the dead, the son of King David, the Spirit of King David, the servant. He's talking about Him. Now, it's a powerful thing I'm saying, and I don't think so. I deserve this thing. But I have no idea why God chose me. That's only He knows. He knows. Flesh counts for nothing. Remember, flesh is nothing. It's the Spirit. The flesh always gonna be want more and more stuff. It's always going to be till you 100%, which is never going to happen. Only God is the one holy. God is the only one holy of holy. But He can make you, and you can try, you can go step by step by step. It took me time. It's still not easy. It's not easy. The lust, the temptations, the adultery, all those things, it's a devil trick. And he will tempt you. He will tempt you time after time. And you may fall. You may fall and you may not fall. It's all up to you how strong you are. But the flesh is always weak. Remember, But you stay in the Word. If you stay in the Word every day, if you eat the Word, then you will be saved. You will be saved from those evil and devil attacks. Because, he cannot ask when he knows that you stay in the Word. But when you out of the Word, he gets you. He gets you, and that's why God is talking about He will pour the Spirit upon each and every one who will believe His Son. Remember, let's put scenario B, that God has sent in the past a Jesus to save all those Gentiles. He knew that my people will don't believe or whatever. So he had a plan to send a son of King David. I am that son of King David. I am the one going to take you home. I am the one to build the temple. I am the one to teach you Torah. And I am the one coming in Jerusalem. And I am your king. Now, let me tell you, it's not easy for me to tell you who I am and I will be the king of the world. And let me tell you to all those president, the vice president, the prime minister, the king, whoever of all over the world. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it says in the word, they all will come down. They all will bow down to Israel. We will be the light of the world. We will be the beacon. We will rule and reign. We will possess the land. We're not talking about only Israel. We will possess the whole land. The earth belongs to us. It's just like if you read in the Sermon on Mount, where it says that the one with the pure heart will see the God, and the one who work for the peace, they will be the children of God, and then who will persecuted for Him, they will have the kingdom of earth and the heaven. All those things are written. It's going to happen. And it's coming very, very fast. As you know, last 3.5 years I've been continue telling you who I am. I am telling you that it's time for you all need to listen to the Son. Now let me tell you, I'm not going to say anymore Sammy or me. I'm going to say listen to His Son. Because that's who I am. This is a very powerful thing I'm telling you. All those presidents and vice presidents going to come and bow down to me. Now, how it's going to happen, I don't know yet. But it's one thing for sure, these words written 3,500 years ago, and each and every word is 100% correct. I have took the inventory of since Son of Man came in my life and show me everything from this Torah. Everything is written. He have showed me by vision, by dreams, by experience. Everything is been shown me, so I can tell you with confidence. The confidence comes by experience. Remember, if you have that experience, you know that you have nothing to be worried about, because then you can fulfill whatever the project you have, because you already have the experience. And that's what I have. I have the experience with the God. God have shown me, and God have chosen me for the end time to be the king of this world. Now, I have opened the Daniel book for you. I have opened the King David book for you, that God have promised him. Nothing but him, King David, is the one is going to run the show no matter what happens. Now, there are so many people are still waiting that Moshiach is here. They are talking about Moshiach is here, Moshiach is coming, Moshiach is any second. But no, I would not come till they will accept me first. They haven't accepted me. Now remember, if they don't accept me, let's put the scenario B. Remember, right now you see the Nathanael and Ben Gavir, they all are working towards to build the temple. I don't know what is this Abraham code is, and I'm not gonna get into that. If the Abraham code is to build the third temple and go ahead and ask the permission from the Arab countries, I don't believe that's gonna work. And even, let's see, even if that will work, then you will know it's not my desire. It's not God's desire. God do not want that they go and ask them. But in fact, God have told us the land is ours. The temple will be built. God's glory will be there. We have no reason to give any land to nobody. Now I told you about the Palestinians. Palestinians are part of our deal. They are in Israel. Either they will be part of us or they can join with the other people. But if they join with the other people, then there is nothing we can do. But if they join with us, house divided become doom. If the Israel will be divided, if Israeli people will be divided, which is include the Palestinian people, then the house will be doomed. The Jerusalem will be doomed. But by the promise of God, it's not going to happen. I think so. All the Palestinians will come and join with us in the end. And so God have a plan. The God have a plan. If they choose somebody else with the Abraham code and making a 7 years of deal and start building the temple without their Moshiach, or they find somebody, which is, they always talk about that, oh, the Moshiach will be a political figure, a Moshiach will be a warrior, a Moshiach will be a well-known with the finance and the money and this and that. And if they found somebody like that, then you will know the B plan will start. The B plan is, like I told you now, I saw one of the video about who is this Son of Man. Just now, these two Messianic guys were discussing about. Now, let me explain to you. God have a B plan. The B plan is, if they put somebody wrong people, then the B plan will start where the two prophets will die and rose again, and then the third day they will be gone, and then they will come back with his angels. As in Revelation chapter 11 or 12, it says after he will come with a sickle. Once the two prophets will die and rose again with his angel. Now you are waiting for second coming of Jesus Christ, but you all don't understand that God have a plan to bring his people first. And that's why God have sent me to bring them home. So if the A plan works, then you will see the kingship, you will see I will be on my throne, you will see we will conquer the land, you will see the temple will be built, you will see all the Jewish people will come back to Israel, or you will see the whole world will come and worship the Lord in Israel, and Torah will be taught all over the world. Or the B plan. The B plan, the false Messiah will be on the temple, and the abominations of desolation, as Daniel chapter 9:24 to 9:27 been talking about. Now, I cannot open more than that. I can't open more than that because there is more into that. I do not want to discuss that one right now. On right time, I will open again because there is a lot of mysteries that you cannot understand. It's a God plan. And I am trying to convince you, I'm trying to tell you who I am, what we need to be done. But you all are stubborn. In New York, I went 3 times. Again, I am talking to you. In New York, the 770 Crown Heights. I went over there, I talked to them. I told the rabbi that, listen to me, I am the one, your Moshiach, your rabbi, the one who died. He's not coming back. He's gone. And he's not coming back. He's never going to come back till I'm on my throne. On the resurrection of day, he will come back. But till that, he is gone. Right now, I am your Moshiach. I am your king. It's time for you all to stand up and let's start building the temple. Let's don't waste the time. Let's don't waste the time. I know things are tough in Israel. But once you choose me, once you agree that we need a Moshiach, and we need now before it gets uglier. If you choose right now your Moshiach, I don't care. You don't want to choose me, fine. Choose the B plan. Choose whatever you want. But once you choose somebody, the whole world will gonna shake. That something big is coming. It's over. I hope you all understand. I've been telling you that things are coming and it's cooking. You can see. And it's going so fast. It's getting so fast. Remember, I told you that Ukraine and Russia war is contagious. Now, the almost all West are in there. They are sending the tanks. They are about to get into something big. And that will spark all over the world. Whole day wages glass of barley. Let me tell you, I was other day, went to one of the Indian grocery store, and I was talking to the manager, which is a friend of my one of the nephew, and he told me that they're having a shortage of food right now. They do not have the wheat flour for almost 3 months. The wheat flour was coming from India, which is they were getting from Russia and Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine is 40 to 60% of the grain they deliver to all over the world. And India is not getting, and USA is not getting. There are so many items are shortage. And it's going to get worse, it's going to get uglier. But remember, this word is 100% correct. If you put the Moshiach, the things will change. I thank you again, and God bless you, and we'll see you again.